Jaeger Laerer in Copenhagen, Denmark, on Stroget Street, where everyone likes to go shopping. When visiting Copenhagen, Denmark, one of the places you will surely end up is strolling along the shopping district known as Stroget. Stroget is a pedestrian-friendly, car-free series of streets in the middle of the city and is one of the longest pedestrian shopping streets in all of Europe. This area of Copenhagen has not always been so friendly to walkers and shoppers, but when city leaders saw that automotive congestion along many of the streets was becoming too much for people, those city leaders decided to ban cars in 1962 as an experiment to promote pedestrian and bicycle safety. And it went over so well that the Stroget district has remained free of automobiles ever since. The area dates back all the way to 1728, with one building going back as far as the early 1600s when Frederiksberggade was planned following a devastating fire in Copenhagen that burned many buildings to the ground. Originally known as Ruten in the 1800s, this area of Copenhagen, in the heart of the city, has been considered one of the most fashionable with its upscale shops and eateries that can still be found today. Many of the buildings have their historic beginnings in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. There are always lots of celebrations held on Stroget. In 1967, Copenhagen celebrated the city's 800-year jubilee and used the pedestrian and shopping street to create the world's longest coffee table by serving more than 800,000 cups of coffee, as well as 100,000 of the famous town hall pancakes, which are traditionally served on special occasions. It is estimated that about 80,000 people stroll on the elegant stone streets of Stroget every day in the summer, and almost 50,000 curious shoppers can be found there on a winter day. Many of the most famous and expensive stores, such as the Royal Copenhagen Porcelain Factory, Danish furniture designers, top-end retailers, and plenty of cafes and restaurants can be found. One of the highlights that visitors can expect to see while walking along this friendly street is the marching of the Royal Guard every day at noon, when the Queen's Guard goes from Rosenborg Castle through Stroget to Amalienborg Palace. And if the royal family is in residence at Amalienborg Palace, the Royal Guard will be followed by musicians in the royal band. A visit to Copenhagen is not complete without a stroll along the wide and inviting pedestrian shopping district known as Stroget. Jaeger Laerer reminding you it's a big world out there. Explore it.